I tell you, this lighting is a lot better. A lot better on my eyes, too. I can get back to drawing while I'm doing this, because it helps me do two things at once, and I haven't done a lot of drawing since I've been doing these, which is fine, because I like doing this just as much as I like drawing, but I was on a roll, and I told myself at the beginning of the year I wanted to fill up X amount of sketchbooks and just move forward. Speaking of which, I don't know if he's watched these or not, but I saw Greg Autry posted a new drawing that he did on Facebook today. I was so excited because every time I see his art, it's just phenomenal. He's one of those guys that's just like, it's just a natural talent. Like, and I don't know if he's ever taken any fine art classes, but the way he draws reminds me of a lot of fine artists. Fine artists. That's not what I mean, if you're taking that the wrong way. Alright, nonetheless. Okay. So I told you we were going to pick up at number 6. Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, this is an interesting night for this because I was introduced to this by Bob Melanson. He used to go to bed for a long time, especially I know this because I'd be sleeping in his recliner just trying to get comfortable. I like to sleep like in fetal position. So I was so excited when like other family members would go stay with their dad for the weekend because I'd get a bed. He introduced me to Superstar, and I used to listen to it when we'd be over there at night or whatever. And finally I saw it. And was it last year? I think it was last year. I got a wonderful opportunity. And that opportunity led me to this. This is Ted Neely CD. Unfortunately, he wrote, I Will You Well, Ted Neely. Jason, I Will You Well. He was very Christ-like in every way. Like, he was so patient with every single fan that wanted to talk to him. He didn't rush anybody away. Like, he took his time and just really got to, and he knew he was listening. That's another thing, too. Like, I mean, sometimes a customer in line can't give you the time of day. Like, it's that, they have to get out of there that fast. But Ted Neely this was the first date of his tour with his band, the Little Big Band, which unfortunately I don't think it survived, which is sad because I tried to start a Kickstarter fund for them. I started talking to their, some of their reps and said, I really want to get this going. I want to keep these guys on the road. They're writing some really good music. White Buffalo. I'll put a link to it. They played at Gwen's middle school at the Carl Lawrence Performing Center, which, if you don't know, Carl Lawrence is A, my favorite vocalist probably of all time, and B, he played Judas just right next to Ted Neely in Superstar. So, I mean, it was one of those magical moments where I'm meeting one of my heroes in a place that's dedicated to my other hero, in a place where Gwen was going to school at the time. I mean, everything about it was just amazing to me, and I have some pictures with him, and it was just a night I'll never forget. And I have to thank Carol, too, because she was the one that noticed that he was playing there. Well, Superstar comes in at number 6, not only for that reason, but because it is by far, right neck and neck with Guns N' Roses and Counting Crows and all these other bands that are on this other list over here as my biggest musical influences. I mean, just hearing the notes that Ted Neely could hit, and he can still hit them just dead on. Like, he performed beautifully that night. He just released another CD. I'll put a link to his Facebook or something over here, because I'd love to support the guy, because he's genuinely just a nice guy. And so that's why that comes in at number 6. And the story of, Jesus has always been pretty interesting to me. Number 5, Lethal Weapon. That's the second Mel Gibson movie on my list. I have a very bonding connection with this and my friend Corey as well. Actually, it's the second one we have more of a bonding moment over. It's the scene where they're leaving Murtaugh's house. They're going to go to work, and his son says to him, "Word, Dad." And so they go to the car, and Martin Riggs looks at Murtaugh and says, Word Raj. Raj looks over him. Word Riggs. What are we talking about? I don't know. Word. Starts with W, ends with D, or in the middle. Word. And we always have done that. I don't know why. There's just situations where, you're with old friends and you say things, and that's one of our things. So I claimed it. I said that once earlier in the last video, too. If you watch Walking Dead, that was a reference from last night. The Claimers is this group that Daryl has kind of got dragged into because he can't find anybody, and Beth got kidnapped, and I won't get into that. Number 4. Second Bill Murray movie. That's a hint. Second Harold Ramis movie. I think you know where this is going. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Who am I going to call? Yeah. I know, that was stupid. Ghostbusters. Let's face it. I mean, quotable, hilarious, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd. I mean, Ernie Hudson. Rick Moranis. Just a great cast. Sigourney Weaver. It was a perfect mix of comedy. I don't want to say action, but like kind of an action supernatural movie, and it's just so good. It was. I wanted to be Bill Murray. He was just such a even his acting in that movie. If you look at it, I swear he's just like stubborn or something like that. His acting sometimes, and it shows through in that movie. But just everything about it, I have not a single thing wrong to say with the first Ghostbusters. Like, it was cinematic magic again. Lightning struck twice. Number 3. Oh, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now, aren't we? Oh, we are. You don't even know. As Mike Pacheco would say, Indiana Jones got a brown hat and a big old whip. I think those are the lyrics he wrote to that. Mike Pacheco, cheeks. Raiders of the Lost Ark. All the indies. Even the last one. I mean, I had a lot of problems with the last one, but just seeing him in the hat and coat and whip again, it was pretty cool. And now he wants to do another one. Maybe it's a redemption movie. Maybe it's going to be amazing. Because now Lucas really, he can write it, but that's up to Disney. Raiders, another wonderfully quotable movie that just, growing up in the 80s, had a big influence over all those times when you were a kid before the internet and cell phones, and just right around the time of the birth of video games. You used to go out and play in the woods with your friends. Like, you'd meet up and you'd pick up sticks and they'd turn into guns in your hand. I mean, I'm not saying the kids don't do that anymore, but it's not like these times, they are changing, man. That's all I'm saying. And Raiders was just, Indiana Jones. God. Like, bromance. If I could be Indiana Jones when I was a kid, it would have been like a dream come true. Just living these adventures, traveling the world, digging up artifacts, so on and so forth. Now, a lot of you who know me know where the top 2 were going. If you hadn't guessed, Raiders, a Ghostbusters, Lethal Weapon, even Dumb and Dumber, Braveheart, you probably, up till now, you were pretty sure. Well, you're probably dead on. Number 2, and this is just bloody murder making the decision. The Big Lebowski. As you can see, I got the dude over here. As always, a Biden with a White Russian in my hand. I am an ordained Dudist priest, so if you want to get married in the Church of Dudism, just let me know. I come to you. You got to pay for the flight, but I will gladly abide over any wedding or dedication to children to the Church of Dudism. I am there for you. I am your man. Just let me know. Actually, there's probably I think there's 100,000. It's one of the fastest growing religions in California, which says something about religion. So many people I've connected with over this movie. And everyone I know, if you tell me you haven't seen this movie, you will sit down with me at some point and watch it, or our friendship will probably just dissolve, because it means that much to me, this movie. Like, great, well-written, the Coen brothers, amazingly written movie. More quotes in this movie than, with the exception of maybe Anchorman, like, than I can ever imagine. Like, it's just one of those movies that, or at least for me, that will stay with me forever. I really would like to go one of these conventions that they have, one of these weekends, and eventually I'll get around to it. Matt, we had talked about this once. You watching these videos, Matt? Matt Moniz. So yeah, Big Lebowski, number 2. And undoubtedly, I've gone through my top 15 movies and I haven't mentioned one. Or one series. And we're not talking about that rip-off series, which was really well done. The Lord of the Rings. Kiss my lord of my ass. I don't know. Whatever. Stupid. I say stupid things. This is why I'm nervous about posting these things, okay, people? I feel like everything that comes out of my mouth makes me look more and more like an idiot. If that's true, say it in the comments below so I can just start doing these videos silent. Ooh, we'll just start doing silent vlogging. It's never been done before. I'm going to start it. I'll just write everything I intended to say. The Empire Strikes Back. Well, it's probably my favorite Star Wars movie as well. The first one is very close, because without the first one, the second one wouldn't have had the impact that it did. If you just released Empire, it would have been a good movie, but you'd have no backstory. Not like you need the freaking prequels, for God's sake. But Empire, for a lot of reasons. My grandmother and I used to play with my Star Wars figures, and she loved Yoda. And obviously Yoda was introduced in Empire. I mean, his wisdom has guided me in my life. And Luke getting his hand cut off, Han, frozen carbonite, the line, I love you. I know. I mean, come on. There's nothing bad about that movie. Boba Fett has like 1 or 2 lines and somehow becomes this amazing character that, never had a movie dedicated to him, never had more than a few lines, and of course you see him in these prequels, but clone my ass. Literally, clone my ass and sell it on the internet. Alright. So that's my top 15 movies. I'd like to say I'm very surprised I made it through it with 3 videos. Well, I guess the first one I didn't really get into it. First one was my Bob video. So, yeah. I'll probably do another one tonight. I don't know if it'll see the light of day. And like I said, these top videos, you're only going to see them once every 2 weeks. I just don't want to overdo them. Maybe once a week. Maybe I'll do once a week, because there's a lot of tops. And, top bands. Oh, I can't wait to get to that one. If you think you know my top, actually I only have 6 of them. I have top 6. If you can guess my bracket, if you can guess my top 5 in order? No, it doesn't even have to be in order. If you can guess my top 5, I will send you something. So if you're watching this and you want to guess my top 5 bands, if you know me well enough, or if you think from all the talking that I've done through these videos, you know the top 5. Now, I would tell you one is a solo performer. Not necessarily a solo performer, but they're known by name. Another one is also a solo performer. We got a local band on here. A hair band or 2. And Counting Crows. I'll give you Counting Crows. So you just get 4. Guess 4 bands. My other top 4. I'll even let you guess the 6th one. If you guess any of those combinations, I'll send you something. What do you want? What do you people want from me? I don't know. A drawing. You know what? You tell me what you want me to draw. A commission drawing. Unless you hate my art. If you hate my art, tell me you want this bottle, or tell me you want this roll of tape, or tell me you want something else. I don't know how to do these contests. So, yeah, guess my top 4 favorite bands. Put them in the comments below, and if you can guess, 4 out of 6 bands, I've already given you one. Well, 5 out of 6, and I've given you one. Then I'd love to do a drawing for you, and I'll send the original. I'll make a copy of it for myself, but I'll ink it. Whatever you want me to do. If you want me to color it in marker, I'll color it in marker. You just let me know. So there you go. There's my first contest. If you're interested, then write them down. I'll let you know who the winner is, if there is a winner. Out of all 16 of you. That's right, as of today. No, 17, because Hamlin just subscribed. What a guy. Thanks, Hamlin. So 17 people are maybe watching this. So go ahead, leave it. Let's see what happens. I'd love to see some comments. I'd love to wake up tomorrow morning and go, oh, everybody commented. You'd make my day. You'd literally make my day. If 2 people leave their lists on this, that will make my day. To know that I'm at least reaching 2 people. I don't care if you're wrong or right. I don't care if you're way off or you guessed them all wrong. It'd be great. If you want to make me smile tomorrow, make somebody smile tomorrow. You want to make me smile tomorrow? Leave the top 5 bands in the comments, and you will make my day. Okay? I don't mean to sound aggressive there, but I'm just letting you know. Oh, Jesus, 17 minutes. Thanks a lot for coming by and sticking with me tonight. These have been fun again. On the road to 40. Every day we're getting a little bit closer. So keep smiling and making other people smile, and keep tuning in, and share this if you think there's anybody that knows me that hasn't seen it that would like to see it. Yeah, I know subscriptions, until you reach I think it's 1 million views or something, you don't start making money. I'm not about making money. I just want to connect with people again. And I did that today. I did that with Bob, somebody I haven't had that many words with in maybe 15 years or something. And somebody I considered one of my best friends. So it's great that we reconnected, and that's exactly why I'm doing this. So before I get a little preachy, go ahead and have a good night. Thanks a lot for coming by. Bye.